WHOI TV. This is Heart of Illinois News at 10.
You tired of the roller coaster ride?
I think everybody is, but I'm out here to be, I can be another day longer.
But it may be several days, if not months, before this is resolved. Good evening, everyone. I'm Frank Vassalero.
And I'm Nancy Thiel. Caterpillar and UAW officials are calling it quits in Louisville.
That's after CAT rejects an economic proposal from the union, but there is a ray of hope. They do plan to meet again. Tracy Peterson joins us now from the newsroom tonight. Tracy, what didn't Caterpillar like about this offer?
Frank, well, just about everything. In no uncertain terms and harsh words, Caterpillar calls the proposal totally unacceptable, blasting the union for wanting to preserve 1950-style pattern bargaining. But the union argues it's a starting point, subject to negotiation. And strikers on the line are more than ready for this tonight. After 4 days of negotiations, it doesn't appear the two sides are much closer than they were 3.5 years ago. Stern CAT leaders gave their opinion on the UAW's latest bid.
I think the disappointing thing to me from the meeting this morning is that the UAW presented a proposal as if we were starting this process 3 or 4 years ago. It was almost as if they had not heard a thing that had been said or seen anything that had transpired.
CAT officials berated the union for orchestrating what they call this week's charades, saying it's an obvious attempt to mislead the company, employees, and the community. But the union is striking back tonight, arguing their economic proposal is a serious one.
Well, the only thing I can say is we're prepared and have made what I consider an excellent start to get the process moving, and hopefully we can make that happen.
Getting the ball rolling is exactly what these strikers want. Since CAT and the UAW left Louisville agreeing to meet again, they're not giving up hope.
Well, I think as long as they're talking, there is somewhat of hope, but I don't think everybody should get their hopes built up too high. When Caterpillar is serious and they want to go issue by issue, get them settled, go to the next one, then we'll get a contract.
Now, late this evening, local UAW 974 lashed out at CAT's criticism, saying the company should quit posturing and hoping for more members to cross the picket lines and start honest bargaining with the employees' union. Frank?
Hard to believe, Tracy, but I hope that really does spell progress for both sides. Thank you. Well, here's a look at what happens next for tonight's top story, the end of face-to-face meetings in Louisville. The federal mediator will work with both sides to set a time and a place for the next talks, which they say should be early, but are not specific about what that means. Now, in the meantime, the UAW strike will continue against Caterpillar with more than 10,000 members on picket lines in 3 states.
Well, it was an emotional day in Los Angeles today. Denise Brown broke down in tears as she testified about her slain sister's relationship with O.J. Simpson. Part of her emotional testimony dealt with O.J.'s response to a comment Denise made about O.J. taking Nicole for granted.
Broke out and pictures started flying off the walls. Clothes started flying. Ran upstairs, got clothes, started flying down the stairs. And grabbed Nicole, told her to get out of his house. Wanted us all out of his house. Picked her up, threw her against a wall. Picked her up, threw her out of the house.
The defense complained ending the week on her statements was a tactic used by the prosecution.
President Clinton's choice for Surgeon General is admitting to performing abortions. Dr. Henry Foster confirmed he performed fewer than a dozen abortions during his 30 years as a physician, but he says most of the abortions were done to save the lives of the women or because the women had been the victims of rape or incest. He believes if abortions are approved, they should be safe, legal, and rare. Foster became a candidate for the job after former Surgeon General Jocelyn Elders was fired for her radical views. Also in the nation's capital, President Clinton is proposing increasing the minimum wage by 90 cents to $5.15 per hour. But winning congressional approval may be difficult. Clinton says the increase will help all Americans share in the nation's prosperity, but some Republican lawmakers say it will actually put people out of work. They contend the majority of people earning minimum wage are teenagers whose parents are making decent wages. House Speaker Newt Gingrich says hearings should be held on Clinton's proposal.
A lawsuit stemming from an ice cream food poisoning outbreak is getting settled. Officials from Schwann's made that announcement earlier today. The settlement will apply to customers nationwide who were affected by the salmonella outbreak last fall. It's believed the ice cream was contaminated by mix carried in trucks that also contained raw eggs. Schwann's temporarily closed its plants last October and recalled ice cream products nationwide. Customers with questions about the agreement can call 1-800-544-6855.
A late afternoon fire on Peoria's south side totally destroyed a home. It broke out around 4:30 at this home on South Helen Street. Firefighters responded quickly, but by the time they got there, the blaze fully engulfed the structure, and officials say the home is a total loss. 2 people were living at the home, but they were not injured.
The number of reported AIDS cases in Illinois is on the rise, and the trend shows an increase in heterosexual AIDS cases. According to the Illinois Department of Public Health, 294 people got AIDS from heterosexual contact in 1993. That number jumped to 419 in 1994. That's an increase of 41%. The number of AIDS cases in downstate Illinois is down slightly from 455 in 1993 to 336 in 1994. That's a decrease of 26%. But authorities here say AIDS is on the rise in women and minorities.
Some Peoria residents are fighting back to reclaim their neighborhoods.
Tonight only, you'll see how they're joining forces with the police to battle prostitution and drug sales. It's a story you won't want to miss.
And a little later, Blondie's back, but it took her 4 months to find her way home. Stay tuned for her incredible journey.
And in weather, some of the coldest air of the winter season is on the way this weekend. That forecast coming up a little bit later.
Sports, I'm just sitting down. It's been a frantic Friday. We've got some great high school hoop highlights. You got to see the Richwoods Manual game, a great game. All the highlights are coming up. So stay tuned. I barely made it.
Heart of Illinois News at 10 with Frank Vassalero, Nancy Theo, Rick Kirby, and Jim Matson.
My job takes me to the outer fringes. I sell satellite dishes to people who can't get TV reception. Do about 250 miles a day. I sold to the Barlows and the Reynolds, gone 165,000 miles. People wonder how I get to them, so I show them my Saturn. So far, I've sold 2,000 dishes and 6 Saturns. Who knows who I'll sell to next?
New Synchrony STS is the first soybean seed and herbicide made to work together. It does not come with brakes. It does get over 30 broadleaf weeds, and then you're rolling. With no crop stress, your beans are headed to canopy faster, and you just go with it. DuPont Synchrony STS, the bean machine.
It's an area that's been plagued by drugs and prostitution, but some folks on Peoria's near north side are fighting back.
Leather furniture is now available at Sherman's. We have done our homework. Palliser Leather offers a great selection of quality sectionals, sofas, love seats, and chairs in exciting styles and colors. Our commitment is to save you big money on these quality leather products. That's the way it is because that's the way you want it.
Now here's a wonderful car.
And here's a
perfect price. A one-price special from Jim McComb. Save thousands. 1994 Chevy Astrovans loaded with options are one priced at only $13,989. And 1994 Chevy Corsicas with air, automatic, airbag, and more only $99.95. Save time with no hassle, no haggle, one price. Save even more with one-price program cars.
Step right in.
It's the best way to buy at Central Illinois' only one-price GM Program Car Center. Jim McComb Chevy Geo.
Welcome to the all-new Ethan Allen. Not just a facelift. Our inspired attitude shows throughout the store. We've expanded our selection to fit today's lifestyles. Our rooms are filled with unique looks from traditional to contemporary and all points in between. We offer affordable ways to express your own style beautifully. We're a different Ethan Allen. Come and see what's new. The all-new Ethan Allen is open now at 613 West Lake Street, Peoria.
You know Edwards Shoe Store for quality and service. Now join us for sensational savings during our semi-annual shoe sale going on now. Edwards Shoe Store, 2202 Southwest Adams, Peoria.
The Schwann's Ice Cream Company is settling a lawsuit that came about after several people contracted food poisoning. Schwann says the settlement will apply to customers nationwide. A salmonella outbreak affected Schwann's ice cream eaters, including several here in Illinois. Officials believe mix carried in a truck that also carried raw eggs caused the contamination. Now, if you have any questions about the agreement, you can call this number, 800-544-6855.
Tonight we're wrapping up for Pound, the weight loss series, at least for now, with some things to remember. Tips, if you will, about taking the weight off and keeping it off. And the first tip for weight loss is to know what you're eating now, and that requires some homework.
And you have to know, understand how to read the food labels, and then I think tracking and keeping records of exactly how you're doing on a daily basis really does help for weight loss.
And in fact, not only do prepared foods now carry their fat content and calories on these labels, but booklets like this one are available listing the fat and caloric contents of raw foods. And both Pizza Hut and McDonald's also have listings of their products. Tip 2, have reasonable goals about what you can lose.
Optimally, you recommend to lose no more than 2 pounds a week, so it's truly loss of body fat and not a loss of water weight or other things that you would really want to keep for a balanced, healthy weight loss.
Tip 3, don't exercise to diet. Sound wrong? In fact, if you exercise to lose weight and take off the pounds, you may quit exercising. A better plan, exercise to keep fit. With a higher level of fitness, the pounds will come off. Tip 4, no fat doesn't mean no calorie. You can't buy all those no-fat products and then binge on them, thinking they'll do you no harm.
Some of the products that are advertised as low-fat or even fat-free may have more calories than their original counterpart. Take a cookie, for instance. By lowering the fat, they have to make up for it. And they do it by adding more sugar and more flour, more calories.
And tip 5, remember to keep a balanced diet, an emphasis on low-fat grains and meats, and of course, green leafy vegetables.
And my mother made me eat it. And I'm President of the United States, and I'm not going to eat any more broccoli.
You can lead a man to the salad bar, but you can't make him eat.
Okay, we've got to end the series by asking, how much did you lose?
Seriously, since the 1st of January is when I found out how much I weighed, I've lost 8 pounds so far. We're still working on this.
You know, I have to give this man a compliment, too. We've got cookies here in the building tonight, and he didn't touch one.
And, of course, the series over, though.
Yeah, right.
Time to binge.
Weather-wise, we've got a cold blast moving into central Illinois. We lucked out as far as snowfall, but we're not going to luck out temperature-wise. We've already cooled back down to our low for the day. We're at 30 degrees at the Peoria airport, and we've just gone to partly cloudy skies. We've still got snow over in Bloomington Normal, and they stand at 31 degrees. I'll meet you at the maps. Don't leave me.
S&K Chevrolet Geo announces a revolutionary idea. It's simply the best price, period. Not to be confused with one price, because one price is not the best price. You see, S&K sells more cars than any other dealer around, so they can sell each and every vehicle for less, and isn't that just the best? Better than one price, better than a good price. It's the best price, period. And it's only at S&K Chevrolet Geo, because you simply can't get any better than the best.
We have the perfect cure for your cabin fever. Come visit the Winter Craft and Gift Show at the Peoria Civic Center this weekend. Shop for many crafts and home decor for the new year. This show will feature Victorian items, stained glass, wood crafts, clothing, candles, flowers, sewn items, wood furniture, gourmet food, and much more. See what's new this weekend at the Winter Craft and Gift Show at the Peoria Civic Center. Saturday 9 to 5 and Sunday noon till 5.
On a very special Tonight Show, a rare late-night appearance from Oprah Winfrey, plus Alexandra Wentworth and a rare TV performance from Joni Mitchell. Then Conan's got Corbin Burnson and the Jerky Boys tonight.
Some words of wisdom to help you through the winter. When the going gets tough,
Fords get going.
Be prepared.
Ford's front-wheel drive lineup will give you sure-footed confidence.
When necessary. Better safe than sorry.
Ford Windstar has all the safety features you could want.
Haste makes waste.
So don't waste this opportunity to save.
But you'd still better hurry. And remember, this time of year, if you're driving a Ford,
just say snow.
See your local Ford dealer today.
Where can you find the only local newscast this Saturday morning? Where can you find 2 hours of news, weather, interviews, and feature reports? Where can you find out what's happening this weekend live from where it's happening? Only on News 25 Weekend.
Ahead to Dion. Yeah, baby!
The Bradley Braves are back in Carver Arena, and so is 25 Sports.
Lays it up and good.
Bradley hosts Southwest Missouri live Saturday afternoon at 2 on WHOI TV 25.
Well, we cooled down even more today. 36 degrees was our high this afternoon compared to 42 yesterday, and we've cooled down throughout the day. We're back down to our low now of 30 degrees, but we still beat the odds by 10 degrees today. Around the state, we've just gone to partly cloudy skies from being cloudy over the past 24 hours. We still have some light flurries in our area. Right now, we've got a scattered layer at 3,300 feet at the Peoria Airport. Still snow over in Bloomington Normal. Most stations around the state are reporting cloudy skies, and several have snow. We'll show you that on the radar in just a second. Back in 1992, it was very warm, 63 degrees, minus 13 back in 1886. This is what we've seen in the past 24. We had cloudy skies up until this hour and snow off and on, especially this morning. We ended up with less snow than predicted. We had 1.2 inches of snow at the Peoria Airport. Heavier snow down to the south, though. Jacksonville got 4 inches of snow. Lincoln got 3. We've got a major winter storm moving off to the east and intensifying. Right now, we've got winter storm warnings from Ohio and Kentucky all the way out to the coast. Here's a good one for you. Yesterday, the groundhog at Philadelphia said they were going to have an early spring, and now they've got 16 inches of snow in the forecast. But of course, when was any forecast ever right, whether from a groundhog or $1 billion worth of computers at the National Weather Service and 1,000 meteorologists? The snow to rain line is right in here from southern Illinois all the way out to Washington, D.C. Down to the south, some strong storms. In fact, we have a tornado watch in effect right now. It's dry out to the west. In fact, we just have some light snow in the northern Rockies. We've got a cold blast moving into central Illinois. We'll be down into the teens tonight and even colder tomorrow night, not back to normal until about Tuesday. We do have a very strong system moving off to the east and a very steep pressure gradient around this low. And that pressure gradient means the pressure drops off in a very small area, so winds fall into that system. Because of that, we'll see winds here in central Illinois up to about 30 miles per hour tonight and tomorrow, and gusting. As that cold blast moves through here, we'll gradually get back up to normal, but that won't be until about Tuesday. So until then, how many different ways can you say it? Brrr. We'll take a look at the forecast in just a minute.
This portion of News 25 Nightside brought to you by DuPont Synchrony STS, the soybean seed and herbicide system.
The Synchrony STS is the first soybean seed and herbicide made made to work together. It does not come with brakes. It does get over 30 broadleaf weeds. And then you're rolling. With no crop stress, your beans are headed to canopy faster. And you just go with it. DuPont Synchrony STS. The bean machine.
John Biss Auto Mall. We're proud to be the price leader.
Get ready for the Auto Mall's big clearance blowout. This Saturday only, the price leader is wiring hundreds of remaining new 94s and executive demos with detonator deals. Low hundreds, even thousands of dollars off a new or used car, truck, or van. And get free hot dogs, free gifts, and a chance to win free Alan Jackson tickets. Don't miss this big clearance blowout. This Saturday only.
Be the price leader. John Biss Auto Mall.
Next to the Glovage Bridge in East.
Johnny Bench for S&K's Double Play Sale.
Why shop the department stores when S&K has thousands of suits on sale? Right now, you can take home 2 S&K suits for less than you'd expect to pay for 1 department store suit. These are great-looking wool blend suits you can wear year-round, and you get 2 for under $200. So pick up your next Double Play at S&K, because if you go to a department store, you're going to strike out.
3 area locations in Bloomington, Champaign, and Springfield.
Every day.
You can't rush things out here. You just wait till the quality's exactly right. But then you move fast. And Jewel's now moving faster to make sure everything's fresher. This week at Jewel's 10-cent sale, we're rushing in values like California navel oranges, yellow onions, baking potatoes, fresh chicken drumstick portions, and more, all for only 10 cents each at Jewel's 10-cent sale.
There's a fresh new feeling at Jewel.
We'll see cloudy skies in most of our viewing area yet tonight, but clearing overnight and the flurries coming to an end, and cold, 15 degrees for a low. And be sure and tie everything down because it is going to be gusty. Partly sunny tomorrow, and we don't warm up, folks. A high of only 15 degrees and still windy. Then tomorrow night, fair skies and even colder, 0 for a low, and colder for a high on Sunday. Under partly sunny skies, we'll get up to about 13 degrees. Then we start to warm up to about normal. Normal right now is 31 degrees, so we'll get close to that by Tuesday. Still a chance of snow on Monday and Tuesday, then fair skies on Wednesday. So you guys be sure and button up when you head home.
15 to 15 is hardly worth waking up. Well, we do have good news. Sports is next with Lee Hall, and he has news of a possible breakthrough in the baseball strike.
And he says the Richwoods Knights try to be a royal pain at Manual. Lee has the highlights.
Thanks to her connections, Lisa Dixon just got a better deal on a checking account. The same connections gave her an extra bonus on a new savings account, a better rate on a car loan, and a great deal on a credit card. What kind of connections did all this for Lisa? This kind. First of America Connections, an exclusive program that rewards her for doing more of her banking business with us. First of America. Right now, get 7% APY on a 25-month CD. First of America Connections members earn an even better rate.
T-shirt House. For company incentives, custom screen prints, or embroidered lettering and logos, magnetic signs, specialty advertising, and awards, T-shirt House does it all. If we can hold it still, we can print on it. And our designers will create the right custom look for your company, club, or team. Visit our showroom or give us a call at 1-800-937-0069. Our representatives will be happy to call on you. T-shirt House in Pekin. We're a lot more than shirts. Let us help you make an impression.
News 25's closed captioning is a community service of Health Alliance Medical System. The doctors you prefer, a medical health care plan you can afford.
Come see new items arriving this spring at Crafters Marketplace. It's like a year-long art and craft fair. Crafters Marketplace, located at Glennet University next to Eagles Grocery Store.
It's important after someone is injured either in an automobile accident or on the job that they contact us immediately. The work that we do at that time may later win the case, whether it's taking witness statements, whether it's telling the client what to do, how to handle the insurance companies. The early time often wins the case.
We are highly motivated and very competitive people. We like to win, and we understand that our clients, when they come here, they hope to win.
In the 1860s, Dr. Stephen Smith saw epidemics sweep through America's cities. Cholera, yellow fever, and typhus brought death and panic, but Dr. Smith fought back. He worked to create the first city health department, raising the public's health awareness through education. Like today at our Health Education Center, where students learn how good health can lead to a better life. I'm Tom Spurgeon of Lincoln Office. Like Dr. Smith, we too care about our community.
All right, big news tonight, apparently.
Baseball strike is maybe over?
Well, you never want to say it's over until it's over, right? Oh, brother.
I don't care.
Thank you. Bill Clinton working on his own contract with America, trying to get a contract for America's pastime. Tonight, baseball owners remove the salary cap under pressure from the White House. Owners implemented the cap in December, and with that major league stumbling block out of the way, the president has set a Monday deadline for talks. If there's no settlement by Monday, Clinton says he'll urge federal mediator Bill Ussery to propose a settlement.
Well, we hope so. We think it's a major victory for the players. It just validates what we've said all along, and that the owners illegally imposed salary caps on the players, that there wasn't an impasse then, there's not an impasse now, and that the owners must comply with the National Labor Relations Board request to rescind the implementation of salary caps that they did December the 22nd.
Players haven't responded to the owner's latest offer that includes a luxury tax, and we will keep you updated on the labor situation over the weekend. The gallant knights of old spent their lives safeguarding royalty and their kingdoms as we move on to high school basketball, but no royal treatment tonight for the kings of local basketball. #1 Manual in a joust for their lives with Richwoods. The old and the new guard on hand, Coach Van and Coach McLean watching as it's all Richwoods in the first half. The new guard, Charles Nathan, drives right down the lane, and the Knights up 31-20 at the half. Second half, Rams back in it on the break. Ivan Watson to Marcus Griffin. An 11-0 Manual run, and they're back in it. Richwoods takes the lead again at the end of the third. The Prince of Peoria hoop, Mike Robinson Jr., 25 points. Richwoods up by 2. But the royal blood shines through for the Rams. They take charge. Willie Coleman with the layup. And it's Manual with an 11-point win, and it was much closer than that. Manual stays unbeaten in the conference. Coach Chuck Bisher of the Central Lions getting turned around tonight down at Spalding. Shaka Jones wins the battle under the boards for Central as they visit Notre Dame. He kicks it out to Cedric Miles, hits the jumper on the wing. Central going in the right direction tonight. They win at 59-38 and improve to 17-3 overall. One other. In the Mid-State 6 tonight, it was Pekin winning at home over Woodruff 65-52. The Dragons 13-6 overall, 4-3 in the conference. Tug of war tonight between the students and the faculty out in Limestone. The students win tonight, but you guys will be in class Monday, so don't forget that. Jay Supert, the 3. Limestone comes back to tie the conference leaders. And then later in the third, it's Corey Kuhn, the state 3-point shooting champ, gets the old-fashioned 3 and gets a little fired up too. East Peoria improves to 6-1 in the league, 63-53 over Limestone. Morton keeps pace, 63-48 at home against Washington. It was Canton over Metamora, also in the Middle Illini tonight, 64-47. Guess he's an outie. Farmington 21-1 hosting Brimfield. 6'7" James gassed right on the button. Farmers over Brimfield tonight, 86-59. Farmington now 22-1. On the scoreboard, Peoria Christian by 8 at home over Dunlap. It was MacArthur over Bloomington, 66-43. Elsewhere, the Saints over Muhammad Seymour, 49-47. Normal Community wins at Stephen Decatur. El Paso over Lexington, 80-53. It was Lewiston over Bushnell Prairie City, and Gridley by 11 tonight over Tremont. The Bulls' old home comes tumbling down today. Demolition begins at Chicago Stadium 1 day after the Bulls fell apart in Sacramento. Chicago tries to rebound from last night's 20-point loss as they visit Phoenix. Sir Charles and the Suns hosting the Bulls tonight. Charles, the mouthpiece. First half, Scottie Pippen keeps his mouth shut and plays the game. 20-6 Bulls lead early, and they are out in front 39-33 in the second quarter. Jim Molinari's Braves highlight our Saturday here on WEEK. Bradley hosts Southwest Missouri State, 2:05 at Carver Arena. Tuesday's win at Drake like a 40-minute highlight reel. The Braves hope that offensive prowess carries over into home games with SMS and Evansville.
I think there'll be possession-oriented games. I think Southwest will come in there like Tigers. And then we have to get ready and play Evansville. I think, and I've said this all along, that if I had to pick one team, you know, them and I really believe Tulsa's playing great, and Illinois State's playing great, but Evansville's very experienced. So experienced teams are tough on the home or on the road.
And again, the Braves at 2 right here on WEEK. The Blues reassigned Josh Sargent today and recalled Dan LaPerriere from Peoria. Sargent bucked to private after 3 games in St. Louis, a 1-0 record, a 2.97 goals against. That was in 3 games with St. Louis. LaPerriere heads south with 17 goals, 40 points for Peoria. Rivermen host San Diego tomorrow night while the Blues host Dallas. NHL tonight, Eddie Belfour unmasked. The Blackhawks superhero with the night off. First period, Hawks on the power play at Calgary showing some muscle. Gary Suter shoots and scores from the blue line. 1-0 Chicago. It's 1-0 in the second. Flames on the power play. Flame on. German Titov beats Jeff Hackett for a 2-1. Chicago trails now 2-1 in the second. Bradley basketball here tomorrow at 2.
All right, we'll be right back. S&K Chevrolet Geo announces a revolutionary idea. It's simply the best price, period. Not to be confused with one price, because one price is not the best price. You see, S&K sells more cars than any other dealer around, so they can sell each and every vehicle for less, and isn't that just the best? Better than one price, better than a good price. It's the best price, period. And it's only at S&K Chevrolet Geo, because you simply can't get any better than the best.
Driving's always changing. It's a challenge just to keep up. But your smart decisions keep you in the lead. And you face no till. With no fear. Pursuit Herbicide. The highest degree of weed control.
Get ready for WEEK TV's 6th annual Kids Nowadays Festival. This fantastic family event is Saturday, April 29th at the Peoria Civic Center and May 6th at Redbird Arena in Normal. A bigger-than-ever show is planned. Lots of fun, entertainment, rides, prizes, and freebies. A great day for the entire family. For information on becoming an exhibitor, call Joe McGuire at WEEK 698-3728 to find out how your business can be part of this huge event.
Presenting Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Goods is a whole lot more than a furniture store. It's an adventure. Goods is an experience you'll never forget. It's wonderful. You'll be so surprised when you come to Goods at how great it is. We have hundreds and hundreds of room settings. A German restaurant, a Skywalk cafe, a bed and breakfast where you can spend the night. It's really worth the drive.
Cold in the morning, bundle up. That's it for us. Have a good weekend. Good night.
Where can you find the only local newscast this Saturday morning? Where can you find 2 hours of news, weather, interviews, and feature reports? News 25 Weekend.
You've never seen anything like it in your cornfield. When it comes to controlling tough broadleaf weeds and sedges, new post-emergence Permit is savage. Permit hammers big and small weeds like velvet leaf and cocklebur from corn spike through canopy. Yet this stronger, longer control is exceptionally safe on corn. New Permit from Monsanto. Savage on broadleaves. A real teddy bear to your corn.
Sherman's, your prices are the best. Your selection's great, but I want to buy leather furniture.
You should sell leather furniture.
Leather furniture is now available at Sherman's. We have done our homework. Palliser Leather offers a great selection of quality sectionals, sofas, love seats, and chairs in exciting styles and colors. Our commitment is to save you big money on these quality leather products. That's the way it is because that's the way you want it.
You can count on Jolliffe Glass Break and Muffler for complete mobile auto glass service. When you need windshield repair or replacement, count on Jolliffe.
The quality folks. Come see new items arriving this spring at Crafters Marketplace. It's like a year-long art and craft fair. Crafters Marketplace, located at Glennet University next to Eagles Grocery Store.
I'm Mike Dimmick. Do you think a judge has the right to decide if a woman can get pregnant or not? Talk back now. We'll have your comments Monday on Live at 5.
From the NBC studios in Burbank, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Featuring Kevin Eubanks and The Tonight Show Band. Tonight, Jay welcomes Oprah Winfrey. Legendary singer-songwriter Joni Mitchell.